Good morning, welcome to the Fit to Flourish podcast. Let's talk wellness, finance, and growth.
What's up, guys? It's Mr. Fit to Flourish, and today I wanted to talk a lot about keeping your conviction when getting into trades. Okay, and I trade options, so I'm not talking about trading equities or stocks or things that have lasting or tangible prices where the prices stay kind of similar. They have underlying value. I'm talking about wasting assets. So options are wasting assets. So inherently, they're extremely risky. So anyone trading options, you need to understand, number one, that they're extremely risky. But I want to talk about reducing your risk and increasing your conviction when you're trading options. So number one, you should be only taking quality setups. So if you see the double top neckline break or double bottom neckline break or opening range breakout or inverse cup and handle, inverse head and shoulders, that type of stuff, that's the only time you should be entering trades when it comes to options, because option trading is about opportunity. You're not supposed to trade options like every day, like, oh, I just trade options, I trade options. That's why most traders are losing, because you're trading options every day and you're just trying to put on trades. An increased amount of number of trades is not going to lead to more wins. It doesn't work like that unless you have a mathematical grasp of how to do that. And again, 99% of people don't, because you don't. But you need to be decreasing the amount of times you're trading and waiting only for opportunity. So when you wait for opportunity, there's only literally about 2 to 3 setups per day maximum. And I see a lot of people over trading, like, oh, getting in here, getting out here, getting in here, getting out here, getting in here. Like, that's why you're gonna keep compiling your losses. You need to get in at points where there is a guaranteed setup that we talked about in the chart pattern series. Go check it out. Check that out. Another thing that you need to do to dramatically increase your conviction is when you're first starting to trade options, you need to reduce your port size. So I'm seeing a lot of people have most traders have like a $500 account or $1,000 account. They're trying to trade options. You're cooked, number one. And I'll tell you why after this, but you're cooked. So a lot of those people are using all of that $1,000 or all of the $500 or some people have a $10,000 account, still pretty small size, like a $10,000 account, and you're risking the entire account, or like 70%. So you have 10K, you put in 7K into a trade. Your port size is way too big. And then you go down 50% on the trade, you're down 3,500, which is 35% of your $10,000 account. And you're wondering why, like, oh, I don't know why I keep losing. Oh man, like, I don't know why, like, I lost so much. Well, your port size is way too freaking big. Options are leveraged assets, which means if you put a little bit in, you'll get a lot out. So anything that's leveraged just means that a leveraged system is something where you put a little bit in and you get a lot out. So you don't need to be putting in that much when you're trading options. If you have a $10,000 account, you can put in $300 to $500 and get 100% gain, a 200% gain, and it'll be great. And guess what? If that $300, $500 goes to zero, you're only down $500, as opposed to you put in 7K, you go down 50%. Well, you're down 3,500. Or you put in 7K, goes to zero, you're down 7K on a 10K account, 70%. That's ridiculous. So reduce your port size. And another reason reducing your port size, or 2 reasons that reducing your port size is huge, it's the biggest advice I'm going to give you, is number one, it's a negligible amount. So it's like an amount that you're like, oh yeah, if this goes to zero, I don't care. So when you're trading options, you need to understand that it can go to zero. Whatever you put in can go to zero. So whatever amount you put in, ask yourself before you put it into trading, do I care if this goes to zero? Nah, I don't care. And then you put it in. And if it goes to zero, you got to be okay with that, because options are wasting assets and it can go to zero. Number 2, trading with a small size allows you to be emotionless. When you put in a lot of money, you're too invested in that trade. You have too much emotion. So you won't be able to focus on what's going on the chart or the fundamentals or news. You won't be able to pay attention to anything but, oh my God, I just put 7K in. Oh my God, I just put 7K. What if it goes to zero? What if it goes? And then you put it in, you're like, oh, YOLO, fuck it, YOLO. Like, no, bro, like, chill out. And the reason I'm saying this is I've been there. I've freaking been there. And that's why I'm able to give this advice, because I understand, like, okay, what was my mindset when I first started and I didn't care about trading? I just cared about the money. Like, what was my mindset? And I'm thinking back to it. I'm like, oh, okay, that's what's going on. And I see other people with these problems, and they're asking me like, hey, how do I get conviction? How do I get profitable? How do I do this? Well, I know exactly how, because I went through the rough nitty gritty for 5 years. Okay. And I still remember it. And I want to help others get to a level that they want to get to. I want everyone to become the best version of themselves. I want them to be fit to flourish. Okay. But yeah, so trading with those small amounts is going to allow you to be emotionless, and it's going to provide you consistency. That consistency is going to inevitably yield confidence. Once you get more confident, you can start to increase the amount that you're putting in on each trade. And the reason you're going to be able to do that is because you'll be more confident, but also because you'll have more money. If you put in $500 into a trade and you get 20% for 10 days, that's $100 for 10 days. You're up $1,000 on your account. That's insane. And people don't think about this compound effect. They just think, oh, I need a GameStop $1 million play right now. Why isn't it happening? I got to be financially free right now. You're cooked. You're cooked. Okay. The last way to stay consistent and to get conviction when it comes to trading is another one of the most important ways, but it's you need to study. You need to study, okay? Trading is a zero-sum game, which means that there's going to be a winner and there's going to be a loser, okay? Trading is a professional sport, especially options trading. Options move the market now, okay? So I always give the analogy of Beethoven. So it's like there's this guy. Let's put it like this, actually. This is going to stick in your head, okay? You're walking in the mall, and I'm saying this because of desire. Everyone desires a lot of money. Like, oh, okay, cool, I want a lot of money. But you don't actually like to trade. You need to like to trade, okay? A lot of people want a lot of money, okay? But think about it like this. You're with this girl that you like, not your girlfriend, but it's a girl that you like, right? You walk into the mall with this girl that you like, and someone is playing the piano beautifully. They're playing Beethoven. She looks over and she's like, oh my gosh, that dude is playing Beethoven. I love people who can play the piano. All of a sudden you get this idea like, oh, I can win her over. I need to learn how to play the piano right now. You go buy a piano, and you expect to, and you've never touched the piano. You never read sheet music, anything. You buy a piano, and you expect to play Beethoven in one day. Go try that. I want you to go try that. You've never played an instrument in your life. Go pick up an instrument that you've never played and try to play like the most professional person in 2 days, in 3 months, in 4 months. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's going to take years to become a professional, to play Beethoven, to read the sheet music, all of that. It's going to take years. And yeah, if you put in the time, it can be quicker. And this is the same exact concept when it comes to options trading. A lot of people do not even know the Greeks. They don't know what delta is, theta is. They don't know about IV crush. They don't know IV. They don't know that out of the money contracts have intrinsic and extrinsic value. They don't know that in the money contracts, they don't know out of the money contracts only have extrinsic value, no real tangible value. They don't know in the money contracts have extrinsic and intrinsic value. They don't know that. They don't know what at the money contracts are. You don't even know this nomenclature. You don't know how Vega affects delta. Like you don't know this stuff. You don't even know what the Black-Scholes model is. You don't know anything I just said right now. You don't know any of it. But you expect to be getting thousands. You expect to be a millionaire. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. And what if you went to work at 8 a.m. You and your boss went to work at 8 a.m. You clock out at 8:01 a.m. Your boss stayed from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And he made $1,200 on the day. You only stayed there for 1 minute. You expect to make $1,200 as well? No, you didn't put in the work. Okay? So when it comes to, hey, how do I get conviction? How do I become a better trader? How do I trade options? Be patient. Number one, be patient. Okay? Don't have that lack mindset where you're like, I need all the money today. I need it today. No. Get the wins. Count your wins. Okay? And your wins will come when you are actually interested in trading, interested in the concept, and you learn the concept. If you don't learn the concept, you're going to be against these pros, the big money hedge funds, algorithms. And if you don't know that you're against big money, you're against professionals, you're cooked. That's like some random soccer player going to play, and not even a pro soccer player, just some random like high school soccer player going to play LeBron James in an NBA game on the basketball court. Okay, that's what it's like when you go into the options market trying to trade options. I don't care what you've traded before. If you've never traded before, whatever it is, you're playing a professional, the top tiers. Okay, in money, the top tier people in money. All right, top tier people in money. I'm actually going to make another video on who shouldn't be trading. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and tell you, for conviction, all you need to do, decrease your port size right now, okay? You're putting in way too much money on trades. Decrease the amount of times you're trading, because there aren't that many opportunities in the market. When you're trading options, it's only about opportunity. If you want to just trade every single day, go trade equities. Go trade like actual stocks. Like, oh, okay, I'm putting in $400 because SPY costs $400. It only will move up and down like $1 in a day, but you won't lose so much money. Options, you could put in $400, it could go to zero, because it's only going to go up. And the contract's going to gain value only if you get in at the right time. The event was perfect. Like there was opportunity. That's what options is about, opportunity. So small size, wait for opportunity, practice the sport. Practice. You got to practice. Go on the charts, mark patterns. I have these videos on patterns. I have videos on how to mark up the charts. Do it every single day. Be consistent. At first, you're not going to see too much, but then it's going to add up. It's going to add up. The wins are going to add up. But enjoy the process as opposed to looking for the result. Okay, the man who likes to run will go further than the one who's only in it to finish the race. I don't know if that makes sense. There's some quote like that, some shit like that. but I was trying to be smart. But anyways, you got to enjoy the process. Okay, that's the only way that you're gonna finish. But it's your boy, Mr. Fit to Flourish. Hopefully this helps somebody out there. I'm outie.
Of the grind that shapes you and forms you is not the game. You think you become a champion on the field? You don't. You become a champion when ain't nobody watching you. You're doing your own drills in your own way. You're doing what coach tell you to do, and you're doing your own stuff. You become a champion in the dark when it is the